So one tip I can give you is when you're actually trying to pick your skill points, do not hurry and add points when you get them. You should leave it till you know what you need, because oftentimes you're going to need something. Let's say you're going to need to unlock something. Obviously these are no-brainer anyway, but there's very often times where you're going to need a specific skill that you're not going to have, and you're going to wish you had the point for that moment, because you're not going to want to leave and come back much later. You're going to wish you had, you know, the ability to unlock or the ability to open a conversation option, etc. So all these are better to, it's always better to keep a few points, a few skill points. Well, I don't have much now because I've finished the game twice already, but it's always good to have a few skill points on the side for you for when you need them. Another tip I'd like to show you, and an important one, is on coloring your ship. So from what I've seen, all the YouTubers talk about, and everywhere else, they tell you to color items like blocks one by one, right? So let's say you want to color this one, you would press J, and you have three kinds of colors, like three bases. So you have the first base, you would put it red, like this, let's say. So let's say I want to color my whole ship red. So what I see people say is to select, you know, one item or one part of your ship, and then press the color like so, and then you would get it all red, and then accept, and then go to the next one. But what you can actually do, which I didn't see anybody mention, is press Control and then select all the parts, every single part, right? And then we press J, and then we hit red, red, red. Et voila, the whole ship is red. So you can do that if you want, you know, you can change it like that. And I have not seen anybody mention this anywhere. So this is a great tool for you to color your ship much faster than you would if you had to go one by one. Another tip I have, and this might be obvious to a lot of people, but a lot of people might have missed, and I actually didn't realize this until way into my game, is that instead of traveling to here and then walking to your ship, you can just press on the ship triangle and go straight to the ship, and you end up inside of it.
Come now.
You see?
You must
And then you could get up
contribute.
and do whatever you need to do inside the ship if you need to do that, or just fly off.
You must let me contribute.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is my extra cargo hold.
There must be something.
You have my attention.
Let's get a second opinion, shall we?
Oh, pardon me.
Walter and I were just discussing.
your
It
stomach
seemed,
line?
as well as.
Alright, so I can't do anything. The game is stuck. The game is freaking stuck. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Can't even record a video. Now I literally can't do anything. I have to restart the whole game. No, you can also decorate your ship. As in, take parts, well, excuse my mess here.
You must.
You could take parts like this one or whatever else you may have found and decorate your ship with it. So let's say we take this, what we do is we press and hold E, which is the pickup button. You can use that, you can use the pickup button on your Xbox controller to do the same on your Xbox. And what that'll do is if you hold it long enough, it'll pick it up, and then you can place it anywhere. So I can place it, let's say, here. And by the way, if it's like that and you want to rotate it, you either use the shoulder buttons on your Xbox controller or the left and right mouse button. You can flip things around that way.
Shall we? Walter and I were just discussing. It seems that, as well as.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I can't exit the conversations. I can't. Anytime they talk to me, you can't leave anymore. What the heck is this bug? I've reloaded my save game for 5 times already. I can't even hit escape to reload my game, guys. Holy shit. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm gonna get through this tutorial. There are also gun racks on the ship. I'm not going to go back to my ship because I'm going to get stuck again. But there are gun racks. If you leave your guns there, they will often and suddenly disappear. So do not leave your guns on racks. Do not leave any kind of stuff around the ship, on the ship, in terms of decoration, unless you're sure you're never going to change your ship or upgrade your ship, which you probably are. So those things might disappear, because if your cargo is full, it might not go into the cargo, it might just disappear. So be careful with that. Okay, while there are no maps in this game, there is a way to, if you're lost in some kind of base or anywhere else and you don't know where to go anymore, you can see your blue marker but you don't know how to get there. So what you can do is you press F, the cutter, and it'll show you arrows that lead all the way to your marker. So if you have a marker and you don't know where to go or how to reach it, you just open this cutter menu and it'll show you how to go to be able to reach it. As you see, it led me exactly to where I'm supposed to go. Initially, you will not be able to deliver any kind of contraband because you will be scanned on planets and you will get caught. So whenever you go into a pirate ship or into an area where you can loot pirates, you have to be careful that you don't loot contraband and keep it on you, because you will get scanned and you will get busted by the UC and put in jail immediately. Now, you might want to do that one time at least, because it might lead to something interesting, but after that, getting busted is not going to be fun. So be careful when you find these contraband. They have this yellow marker on them. That's how you know they're contraband, this yellow icon. So be careful to either throw them somewhere, right, or to take them to your base. So I created a base where I drop all my junk on the floor, as you can see here. I mean, it's definitely not the ideal scenario, don't get me wrong, but whenever I have contraband, like 4, 5, or 6, I just bring them and throw them here, and then later you'll have opportunities to find people to who you can sell them easily without getting caught, and that's going to make you a lot of money. When you land on a planet, you will often hear a ship coming down and landing close to you. That happens here, like now. So if that happens, I always recommend running to it, because sometimes you just kill the enemies and take the loot, but sometimes there's an encounter that's much more interesting. And sometimes you can steal their ship, like I did this one. To steal ships while flying, you're gonna have to pick a perk to be able to hit their engines. And once their engines are down, you'll have the option to board the ship and steal it. And that's this one, the target control system. You'll be able to lock onto their engines, and once you break their engines, you can press X and enter their ships, and then you can take it over and go sell it. Although, truth be said, you're not going to get much money for it. You barely get anything, because first you have to register the ship before being able to sell it. And if the ship is like worth 17k and you have to register it for 15k, you end up with 2k profit. It's not even worth taking the ship all the way to base for that. But just saying, that's an option. And guys, I finished the game multiple times. I usually, in Bethesda games, I would invest myself fully. I would play every single little thing, do every single little side mission, check every cave, everything before finishing the main mission. In this case, it is my personal view and recommendation. If I could tell my younger self or myself a week ago what to do, I would have told myself to only do the main mission, finish it. Complete the main quest, maybe more than once. I can't say why. And then play my regular playthrough where I build and I loot and I hoard and all that stuff, because, well, it would suck to do all these things before knowing what's gonna happen. It might mess up your plans, if you know what I mean. So most definitely, I would recommend in this specific case, contrary to how I would act with other Bethesda games, to do the main mission. Do the main mission, complete it, and you'll see why. You'll understand why. Well, that's the last advice I can think of right now. I've had many, but I can't think of them right now. I will make another video if I remember a bunch. In the meantime, if you found any of those useful, do leave a like. If you already knew everything, then thank you for watching, and I'll catch you soon with things you didn't know about.